No, Tiana.
Quiet on the set. Action. I am the writer and director of Brooklyn Bred Film, and man, we saw over 800 people through these last 3 days, and I'm just so happy that Brooklyn showed so much love. 800 people for auditions. We shut down the whole Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn. I just want to thank the whole Brooklyn because I made this film because I thought it was time for a coming to age story. 25 years ago, Do the Right Thing came out, but now it's time to show the new Brooklyn and what our stories are.
I came down here to audition because I feel that Tiana's doing something for New York, for Brooklyn, that a lot of directors are not doing, and that's giving us work. You know what I mean? Spike Lee did it a couple of years ago, and we need that new Spike Lee. We need more creative people out there writing creative content for us people. We need people who are willing to invest their last dollar into us actors because they have faith in us. I came down here to give them what I got.
So when I first wrote the movie concept, it was called Brooklyn Boys at first. So I took a week off, and then in 6 days I wrote the whole film because I had insomnia, and I stayed up and wrote the whole film in 6 days. And it's a full feature film. It's my first time ever writing a film. I don't even write fiction books, so for me to go and just write a movie, my head was just real grungy. I mean, when you read the characters of like Hot Rod or Nation, you'll be like, where did Tiana supposed to come up with this? But hey, I was just on some grungy Brooklyn stuff. I'm from East New York, so you never know what comes to my mind.
What I like about the character Nation is that he seems to be family oriented. Also, I like that it's kind of hard for him to show his feelings. You know, at the same time, he's still got that like tough guy mentality because he's growing up in the streets.
When I first wrote the movie, I didn't know if I was going to put the backstory of Nation in the movie, but I think it was very important, especially for outsiders of the culture, because a lot of times, go back to what I said, the nature and nurture factor. What you're going to see with Little Nation is that Little Nation went through a lot. Him and his sister Naima went through a whole lot, and it's sad, but in a way, you're kind of going to sympathize with him, like, you know what, I understand why he came out the way he came out, and I'm hoping that this will make people take care of their kids more, because kids need guidance and they need support, and this is what this film is going to do. It's going to make you go home and hug your kids. It's not going to be one of those movies that make you want to go shoot somebody after you watch it, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to add smartness with hood, but a good message, and that's what Brooklyn Bred is. It's just a good message, and I just hope you guys love it as much as I do.
I'm going through a hard time while your ass sitting around living the life of lavish. I am done with this fucking street life. So you better finally get your hands dirty for once.
I think it's time to show Brooklyn in another light, because I think that there's a lot of kids in Brooklyn that sell drugs. There's a lot of kids in Brooklyn that do bad things, but it's not necessarily because they want to do bad things. I'm breaking down the nature and nurture factor of this film. You know what I'm saying? People in Brooklyn, sometimes they got to do what they got to do. If it's to sell drugs, if it's to do prostitute, whatever they got to do, they're going to do it. And that's why you're going to see a bunch of different characters. And also you're going to see in Brooklyn Bred that everybody's not a drug dealer. Everybody's not a prostitute. Some people want to go to school and be a lawyer, and it's just going to show you about our environment, man. Growing up in Brooklyn is tough, and I'm just going to show all of those stories, and I hope you guys like it.